Hello, YouTubers. This is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. Today's question is going to be, how did you change their life? Basically, we're trying to see what kind of impact you had on the life of the person you're thinking about. So hold the person that you're thinking about in your mind as you choose the pile that you are wanting to go after. This is pile number one, number two, and number three. Number one is Louisiana Van. I don't know if you can see that. It's just cool. I always find these really cool because there's stuff in there. Anyway, pile number two is Love Bewitching. Look at that. That's just so cool. I don't even know why that's so entertaining me, but it just really is. And pile number three. This one is called Rich Witch. It's got gold in it. Ooh. While you are choosing your pile, I will say that I do have an eBay shop, and all of these oils are in the eBay shop. I also sell crystals. I do tarot readings through email and Instant Go. Right now, I'm all caught up, so you can probably get your reading in about like 12 hours at this moment in time. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, tip, and donate. And I think those are all of the announcements that I have got. Why don't we go ahead and get into one, two, and three. Number one, if you need more time, you can pause the video and come back when you have made up your mind. When the pile that has called out to you has done its magic on you. I'll be here when you get back. So anyway, pile number one, the Louisiana Van with all that really awesome stuff in there. It's like to shake it. Look at that. Anywho, so how did you change your person's life? Remember, these are general readings and will not resonate with everyone. If you need a reading that only resonates with you, I'm doing them right now. I've got a special reading for a 25-minute reading. It's 20 minutes. It's $20 for 25 minutes. If it does not resonate, guys, since it is a general reading, it's okay. It is okay. Nothing went wrong. It just means the message is for someone else. How did you change your person's life? The fertility card came out. We're going to see if it comes out again. These cards are so big that I just don't take everything that comes out because I don't want to. I feel like I'm getting the wrong card sometimes because these cards are so big and my hands are so small. So, how did you change your person's life? How did the seeker change their person's life? Awesome. All right. 1, 2, hey, okay, and 3. So obviously that card wanted to come out, and we're going to put the bottom of the deck card back here. I kind of see it as the theme of the reading. I'm already hearing that for some of you, first of all, for some of you, you force this person to grow. This is the fertility card. It's the Empress card in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Some of you force this person to grow. And for some of you, it was a karmic connection that you had with this person. This is the World card. It's also called Destiny in this deck. But in the original card, in the original deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, this is the World card. And with these two together, it's like you guys were fated to meet. This might be a twin flame connection because she is the divine feminine counterpart of the twin flame union connection situation. So these two cards together, it's like you had a specific purpose in coming to into this person's life. You specifically came into their life to help them grow. And I'm also seeing, I want this to see here. sit here. I'm also seeing this as growth as well. This is the Eight of Pentacles, but here it's called positive movement forward. Now, you might have actually had to leave this person behind because of some kind of fight, some kind of conflict, some kind of difficulty. This is the Five of Swords in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. On the wall, you can see people running in the opposite direction while he's going down these stairs. It looks like there's a fire in the background or some kind of explosion happened. Like, it looks like he is just haggard and tired from running all night, and he is just like going down these stairs to find shelter. To me, it seems like this person is on their last leg, but the original card is about um, a nasty somebody just being nasty, vicious, and malicious. Somebody who's really trying to like hurt you, and you're the Empress. So I kind of feel like you came into this person's life to really show them their own petty self. You came into their life to show them that this is no way to treat people. If you continue to go around maliciously trying to hurt people, especially if um, you were adults at the time that you guys met, then you came into their life to show them that the petty childishness, it's not going to fly. And it was probably a karmic slap in the face with the world card. You probably came in to say, look, cut it out. If you want to grow, if you want to have soul growth, especially if this is a high level soul connection or a twin flame connection, you came into their life to help them work out some karma and also to help them um, evolve and grow and move forward positively. Now, this is the Eight of Pentacles in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It is about like working things out. So you kind of come into their life to help them work out some issues that they have karmically. It might be a behavior that they carry over from lifetime to lifetime. It might be a situation they keep finding themselves in lifetime to lifetime. It may be just people that they keep coming into contact with lifetime to lifetime, even though they they don't want to be in the situation anymore, but they keep finding themselves there. And you came into their world to basically smack them upside the head and said, look now, you don't want to do this anymore. You told me before we got here to this physical plane. Now we're here and you're doing this stuff again. You told me you wanted to stop doing this stuff. So now I'm here to help you stop doing this stuff. You might have actually had enough of their petty behavior, and you might have said, look, I'm just done. I'm the Empress, okay? I'm the Empress. I don't have to take this anymore. And they might have also come into your life to teach you that you don't have to be everything to everyone. You can pick and choose who you give your resources to, who you give your energy to, who you treat to your awesome Empress energy. You are worthy, and you can find people who are worthy of you. That's what I'm getting for some of you, if especially if there's a twin flame connection, and this is your divine masculine that you're asking about. Um, they might have come into your life to teach you that you are worth a whole hell of a lot more than you ever might have imagined, and you are just a wonderful, nurturing, kind person. You might be a Cancer or a Taurus. I'm getting Virgo. Some of you might be an Aquarius. Some of you might be parents too. You might have kids. If you have kids with this person, yeah, this is like a high level soul connection, and you basically came around to bring some of their karma back to them, to help them grow and to help them move forward, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, but also spiritually, because that is partly it's partly because that's what you decided to do with this person before you guys got here to Earth, and it's also because you are such a nurturing, kind and loving spirit, just in general. So I hope that made a lot of sense. I know I talked kind of fast, but that message was coming through so strong that I was just like, oh, I can't If I stop talking, I don't know if I'm going to lose the connection or not. But if you guys want more clarity on what this person has, what impact you had in their life and how you changed them, just shoot me an email and I can do a reading for you real quick. If you want awesome oils, I also do I sell those through my shop on eBay. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you'd like to help me keep going, tip and donate. That helps me like stay motivated and helps me keep making videos for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta for now. I'm gonna move this over here, and we're gonna go to pile number 2. All right. So I kind of want to reach for this deck because I feel like I might need some clarification, but I don't know yet. We'll just see what happens. Why don't we? I'll put it over there. So pile number 2, you are the love bewitching pile. Oh my God. Like, I just like to shake it because look at that. That's so fantastic. But anyway, pile number 2. Question for you is, how did you change this person's life? What did you do? Like, how did you change this person's life? How did you change your person's life? Please remember that these are not personal readings. These are general readings, so it might not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Nothing went wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You're fine. It just happens that way sometimes. If you need a personal reading that will only resonate with you, I do those through email. Oh, Facebook in the background. Sorry. Email and Instant Go. Right now I'm running a special 25 minutes for $20. I love it when these readings do resonate with you guys, though. So if it resonates with you, please comment below and say, hey, that made a whole lot of sense to me. So how did you change this person's life? How did you change your person's life? Okay, do this a couple more times. How did the seeker change their person's life? One last time. How did the seeker change their person's life? All right, so the bottom of the deck is the underlying energy, which is the High Priestess. They might not have let on at all that you changed their life. There might be a lot of secrets in this connection. Balance. You might have helped them find balance in some way, shape, or form. This is the Temperance card in the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. In this deck, it's called Balance, Archangel Zanael. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation, and compromise. Wait for the perfect timing. This might be a divinely guided situation too. In most very difficult situations with other people are divinely guided. Like, maybe not most, but there are a lot these days that are divinely guided. Things that you, people you had soul contracts with, things that you did not consciously like bring into your sphere. It's just like some things you agreed to before you got here, and some things you just do and have and bring into your sphere after you get here. So there's like 2 different levels here in my mind anyway, but not to get too confusing. We're going to go ahead and get into what the other cards are, but I feel like you did come in to, or you changed this person's life by helping them bring some kind of balance to their situation. You also got the 8 of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. You might have taught them a lot about themselves. I'm seeing this as you might have actually thrown a wrench in their life. Like, you might not have had the best connection with this person, and just take what resonates with you. If you know that you weren't the best friend or the best spouse or the best sister or the best brother or whatever to this person, then you know that, yeah, if you're being honest with yourself and this resonates with you, then you know that you might have put them through some hard times. And you doing that to them taught them a lot about themselves, and it also threw them off balance so that they could find balance. And I'm kind of seeing these two together as challenging behaviors or challenging situations in this connection that caused them to learn that they needed balance, to learn that they needed to take care of themselves. I'm feeling like you guys are not talking to each other anymore necessarily. Um, Seven of Swords says plans that need revision, more going on that meets the eye, poor timing. Which is weird because this says poor timing. This one says perfect timing. So you might have come into their physical life at a time that wasn't the best for you two to connect uh, on the physical plane, but in all reality, everything was in divine order. You came in at the right time, divinely, but it seemed like you guys weren't coming together uh, at the right time. So this looks more like a life lesson, a soul lesson, than it looks to be, just chaos or whatever. Oh, it just happened to happen. It looks more like it was meant to happen so that you guys could teach each other a soul lesson, which is not like, oh, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. It's more of a, oh, on on a higher plane when we're not on Earth, I needed to learn that so that my soul could evolve. The high priestess being the underlying energy just kind of feeds into the rest of the um, reading, because it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. I feel like I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, it feeds into the rest of the reading because the high priestess is the occult um, keeper of knowledge. Like she keeps occult knowledge, and this is a major arcana card, so it's more of a divine kind of card to me than the 7 or the 8. So I feel like you guys came together. It was like things happening behind the scenes that you didn't even realize were happening, and maybe it was like a astrological transit or something that activate things in your birth charts that brought you guys together. And I know this is like, for some of you, like, astrological chart, birth chart. What are you talking about? What? That just to put it, to try not to be too confusing. Some stuff happened in the sky for some of you guys, and this person came into your life because the connection in the heavens and the connection down here clashed together, and then you guys came into each other's lives to teach each other a soul lesson. So now I think I probably did confuse some people, but I'm sorry if I did. I'm just a little baffled by this one, which is why I can go ahead and clarify some of these cards so I can give you a clear message. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 7 of Air because it's a very strange card to have here. 7 of Air, please. The 8 of Staves and the 4 of Cups. Something here. Maybe there was a fight or something. High Priestess again. The Emperor. This, interestingly, This reminds me of my own twin flame. He is a jackass. Well, I mean, so if it were me and my twin flame, I would look at this and say, there were some words that were spoken, some difficult things that happened. Somebody was refusing their, kind of refusing their destiny, basically. If I were to look at this from a divine feminine standpoint, because we're all kind of connected, I would say the way that I changed this person's life was to make them develop themselves and become more of an emperor and become someone who is connected to the divine, connected to the occult, which is not like, oh my god, witchcraft. Ugh. It's just like hidden knowledge. Basically, to show them themselves here, help them develop themselves, and become more of an emperor than they were before, and to also show them that they have. They're not just a meat suit running around here. To show them that they do have divine connections. Now, this in the middle of everything kind of feels like what happened between you and the person that you're asking. It's like maybe they stole things from you or lied to you. They made you think that you didn't mean anything to them. This is the Four of Cups. Like maybe they refused your love, they refused to be around you. They just didn't want to show you that they actually did love you a lot. And they might have said some things out of anger quickly. You know, they might have like thrown some words out there, not necessarily meaning to be, you know, difficult. There might have also been some head games and some game playing going on emotionally, like, oh, you know, they'll come forward and try and give you some love or whatever, and then they'll withdraw and be like, oh, you know, I don't like you, what are you talking about? But then they'll come out again and be like, oh, I'll give and give and give, but oh, but I don't like you, what do you mean? It's like, it's crazy making behavior, that's what it is. So if you are the divine masculine in this situation, or if you're the male counterpart, or if you're just a masculine, you don't have to be a man to be a masculine. If you're just embodying the emperor energy here, this I feel like is more about you, and you're asking how you changed their life. You kind of forced them to even find balance, find out who they really are, to develop themselves, and to also help them connect to the divine energy so that they know that they're not just a meat suit running around. Now, if you're a feminine asking this question and you're like, how did I change their life? You also basically did the same thing where you forced them to see who they really are, which even if they were difficult to be around, even if they were being a jackass, you made them look at who they really, really are underneath that. It's probably if you're asking about a masculine entity, then it's probably that they are just an insecure as a human. They're an insecure little boy on the inside, basically. They're the ones that will run around the playground and pull on your pigtails to to show that they like you. That's not how you should do that. That's not healthy. But even underneath that, you made them look and realize that they even if underneath their bullshittery and their lies, their cheating, their stealing, whatever, underneath that and underneath the scared little person that they saw under their bad behavior, they are still a divine creature. They're still a divine creature. They still have the connection to the highest power, and you came into their life to help them take their past experiences. These two cups down here, this person is performing alchemy. Basically, you came into their life to help them take their pain and their insecurities and all of the crap that they have been holding on to, that they have been using as an excuse to be an asshole. You've taken all of that and you've pretty much helped them transmute it into something that's supposed to be transmuted into something that is better. So basically, you help this person elevate. Good for you. But if you're the opposite, then you help this person realize they don't need to be that they're worth more than letting you treat them like crap. So if you're the divine feminine, or if you're a feminine asking, then this person helped you realize that you've got better self-worth, or they came into your life to help you realize that you are worth more than what value you put in your own self. So hopefully they helped you raise your self-worth bar there. If you're a masculine asking about how you affected the person, the feminine, then are you were probably an asshole to her, just be honest. You're probably an asshole to her. You probably treated her like crap. And you're wondering how you changed her life. You threw her in off altogether. Like you threw her into an imbalance and you showed her wait, I think I just said this. If you're masculine, you help the feminine find balance. If you're a feminine, then you showed the masculine his own bad behavior and you forced him to level up, basically. So I'm gonna stop talking now because I feel like I'm rambling and I don't want to confuse you guys. But I hope that everything works out in the end. It looks like all of these are going to be about higher level relationships. We'll see about the third pile. So anyway, pile number 2. I hope that you worked on yourself and were able to elevate, even if whether you are a masculine or a feminine. And I hope that you're able to move forward in your life and be successful in whatever you want to be successful in, as long as it's not going to hurt anybody. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate. If you need a personal reading, you can contact me with my email below. I think that was just a little confusing. I don't like giving confusing readings, but sometimes it happens because of the energy that's coming through, and I'm not getting the words that I need to explain it clearly. So I'm going to try and get some of that confusing energy out of my situation here, so I can give pile number 3 a clear and concise answer to the question, how did you change this person's life? So, pile number 3. You are the rich witch. I like this oil because I immediately got my stock. I bought one of the bottles for myself and I put it on with some black cat oil from Lucky Mojo. And then I went out and bought a lottery ticket and I instantly won $50. So I was like, hey, I like it. Cool. So anyway, pile number 3. The question is, how did you change this person's life? How did the person, pile number 3, how did you change it? How did the seeker change that person's life? There we go. How did the seeker change that person's life? Please remember, these are general readings and will not resonate with everyone, and that's just fine. Nothing went wrong. Everything is okay. It just happens that way sometimes, guys. If you need a reading that only resonates with you, I do those through Instant Go and email. And you can see all of my information below. How did the seeker change their person's life? How did the seeker change their person's life? Uh-oh, did I do that? Oh, that's gonna be... No, not doing it that way. One last time. How did the seeker change their person's life? Alright. 10 of air. Looks like there was some kind of betrayal here. My tablecloth is being weird. I'm going to have to fix that later. Page 5, maybe some angry words were spoken, and the Hermit. Looks like you might have kind of forced this person to 7 of Earth 2. This looks like it might have been challenging for both of you. Because the 10 of Airs, 10 of Swords, it looks like there was some kind of betrayal or backstabbing here. If you're the person that did the backstabbing, you would know. And if you're the person that didn't, then you would know. So just take it how it resonates with you. It looks like I'm getting this almost instantly as like an argument or some kind of heated debate or a confession that came out in the heat of the moment. And then the Hermit here was like somebody withdrew. Like they basically shut down. They shut the fuck down. Like they closed doors, there are walls up, they don't even want to be around anymore. Like I don't know if you betrayed them and you're like waiting for them to come out and you're like, did my confession really hurt them that bad? And you're kind of like waiting to see, because it's like this is a seed that was planted here. And with the 7 of Pentacles, you're like waiting and you're like, you might be a little bit worried. You're like, oh, this person shut down on me and I don't know why. And you're wondering if that, like, how what you did changed their life. Basically, whatever you said or did, I'm feeling like you're the one that probably did this betrayal thing. I feel like you said something to them that forced them to shut down, and they're like inside of themselves right now, doing some self reflection, trying to figure out what to do, basically. Now, how did you change? So I don't necessarily see this as particularly positive change. I kind of see this as them just reacting to some bad behavior or some bad words that were said or a fight or some kind of difficulty that you both had together. I feel like they feel like you stabbed them in the back. Now, like I said before, if it's not you who did the backstabbing, then the backstabbing kind of forced them to take stock in their behaviors and why they do things. But for some reason, I'm getting that you might have said something or done something to this person that made them shut down. I'm trying to see what else there might be here. How did you change their life? You might have just encouraged them to be a hermit, to not trust people. If this is like an old girlfriend or an old boyfriend and you know that you did something to them and you're like, I'm not sure, I'm kind of feeling guilty about it now, like how did I impact their life? You basically showed them that people can't be trusted and they don't want anything to do with you or other people just in general. They just want to be alone. You taught them that being alone is safe. 10 of Air. I'm not going to lie to you guys. 8 of Swords. One more for that. The Hierophant. This looks like it might have been a marriage. Okay, I've got the page. Oh, crap. That's way too many cards. There goes the 7 of Pentacles again. There goes the 5 of Staffs. And the Hermit. Clarify the Hermit. So, 7 of Cups. 3 of Staffs. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you kind of taught this person, you changed their life. You like came into their life. And the situation that you guys went through, you just kind of caused a lot of conflict, confusion with the Seven of Cups over here, um, stress and strain here with this Seven of Coins, the Hierophant. It looks like you might have had some kind of conventional connection to this person, maybe through church, maybe through a long-term relationship, some kind of maybe school, maybe you bullied this person, and you're like, how did I change your life? Well, you basically just forced them into a shell. Um, there's like some wandering, some. I think there's somebody who's at a distance now that might be in a different relationship, might be married, they might have kids, um, but still they might be an introvert. There might be somebody who was kind of forced to go inside of themselves and just reflect on what happened to them and what's going on. Now, if this does not resonate with you, I'm also getting another one where how did you change their life? You still made them go inside, but it might be because of the things they did to you. The betrayal they did to you looks like it made them look back on their past and maybe even seek some help from church or a religious figure, and that figure might have helped them with their stuck feeling. It's like, why am I doing this to people? Why do I consistently like hurt people who are around me? And it's like, well, it's because you're stuck. The person I'm showing, the person that might have done some things to you. It's like they're stuck in a situation that they experienced in the past. The King of Wands is looking toward the past, where he's just stuck in the past. He's looking at the past. He's constantly just pondering the past and getting a little bit angry about what was going on back then. And the Eight of Swords is somebody who's stuck. So he's looking toward the past and he's stuck in the past. Now, he might have gone within himself, gone to get some help from a church preacher, a priest, a counselor, somebody like that, over the conflict and the burden that they laid upon you with their words or their message. It doesn't have to be a fight, a physical fight or a verbal fight. It could just be the message they were sending with their actions, where they're like, oh, I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do it. Or I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care how you feel. You changed their life in a way that forced them to think about the way they treat people. I kind of feel like some of them moved on into a different connection with someone else. And it's you help them develop to the point where they can have a happy connection with someone else. And for some of them, they actually all of the whatever happened between you helped them be a better person because they went inside. They look back on what they did to you and they're like, oh, I don't like being that person anymore. So you kind of sowed the seeds with the Seven of Pentacles. You sowed the seeds that helped them look at their behavior and move past it and become somebody better. And for some of you, it's like two different storylines. Like if you did something to someone else and you're asking how you changed their life, whatever you did to them forced them to withdraw from the world, basically. Whatever you did or said, your behaviors, whatever, you forced them inside of themselves, and they are having to basically, the situation that you guys went through forced them to withdraw. And they might not be trusting of people. They might think that the world is a dangerous place, especially if you bullied them consistently over years in school or whatever, and they're just like feeling like they're trapped in quicksand. Some of them are still suffering from what you did to them. Now, if you didn't do anything necessarily bad to this person, then whatever they did to you, force them to withdraw into their own um, consciousness and think about why they do the things they do. And that actually helped them become a better person. They might have actually reached their goals after some soul searching. And might have also gotten married or gotten into a different connection with someone else. And those are the two storylines that I'm getting there. I hope that made sense to you guys. I really hope that you weren't abused by someone. Unfortunately, life is like that, though, where people just do things because they're jerks. And if you did something to someone else, I hope that you learned your lesson and you don't do that again. So, if you're still watching, I'm pretty sure some of you are. If you're still watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, tip, and donate, and comment with your comments below. I do readings through Instant Go, and I'm also selling oils and awesome things on eBay. So go visit my shop to see what's going on there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now.